All right, we are on Media Row, presented by Toyota, and we're lounging here in our lazy boy. People are
You're
jumping
John
by,
with
saying
people,
hi to
man.
Jerry.
Hey, you don't want none of this.
We're in our lazy boy recliners.
You don't
Long
want none
live
of
the
this
lazy.
fire?
And I'm here with Gabie Boko of NetApp,
That's correct.
and this young man, Jerry Rice, needs no introduction.
No, they say I look like Joe Montana.
Oh, really?
What do you think? You think we look just alike?
You know, there is a striking
All
resemblance.
right, I appreciate
It's
that.
the
Thank
smile.
You. Okay. Is that
Joe
what it is?
appreciates that
Okay.
even more.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet and
But we
hook
hang
up
out
here?
all the time.
Nice.
Yeah, we do. We really do. We decided to partner up.
We did.
NetApp, yeah.
We did.
So what's happening is that Levi Stadium, it's going to be like a giant data center with all, this technology and all of that. It's like the NFL fan experience, where it's on the field and off the field and just making everything just more accessible for the fans.
You know, NetApp is a data infrastructure company, and what we do is we not just store the data, but we really are partnering with people like the NFL, like the 49ers, like Jerry, to make data more accessible. And what we love about Super Bowl 60 is that it allows us to kind of be behind the scenes with the data and help players like Jerry, like everybody on the field, look for the Seahawks and the Pats this year shine. What he said about Levi's Stadium, I mean, that is the future, right? When you think about where data is, you want to go into a stadium. You want the fans to be able to feel it. You want the players to be able to learn from it. You want the coaches to make calls. And that's what NetApp does for the NFL, and that's what NetApp does for the 49ers, and that's why we partner with Jerry to help us tell that story.
Well, I was going to ask, we all know what Jerry Rice brings to the table as a football player, a Hall of Famer. What does he bring to the table for NetApp?
He is the consummate storyteller.
Yes, I am. And I don't care. It's like with NetApp, from Silicon Valley to any continent, you want that information. And if I had NetApp back in the day, I probably would have doubled all my records, everything.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, to go, to be able to go global and all of that is going to be fantastic.
Awesome.
We love it that he wants to double, that he thinks he would double, and we hope that we double for everybody who uses it today.
So how does it impact our lives? Tell me about NetApp.
So NetApp really is there to help data, not just where it lives, but also how it moves. So for you personally, when you're watching Super Bowl 60, in the stands?
I'll be in the press box.
In the press box?
Yeah.
So in Levi's Stadium, how you get into the stadium, how you've managed your ticket, how you're then watching, and all of the information coming off the players, the videos on the scoreboard, all of that is going to be invisibly managed by NetApp on game day.
Oh, incredible. Gabie, what was your first question to Jerry Rice? What was your first football-related question to Jerry?
No, she's just been bossing me around all morning long. You
did tell me.
Coaching well, though.
He did tell me he wanted me to be his quarterback for the day.
Perfect.
Yes, so I told him to go long.
And she's doing that.
You know who his quarterbacks were, 2 Hall of Famers.
I do. I cannot compare, and I'm not trying to, but I did tell him to go long and to play it like it mattered, and he said he would run through a wall for me, so that's all that matters.
That's it.
You know what? I wonder if you picked up on this. Great football players, great athletes, Hall of Famers like Jerry, they're wired in a different way. They're very, they're so focused on it. Have you seen that?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we talk NetApp, which I love that he wants to learn about what I do, he wants to learn and then he says it back to me, and then we sit here and we talk about it, and then we go talk about football stats, and he comes back and says, okay, and he applies it. So I know that's how his brain thinks. That's why we love partnering with him.
Yeah, and so that was something that was always important to me back in the day. To be able to take that terminology and stuff like that and be able to use it. And I think that's the reason why I was able to do great things on the football field. Because, I would practice things a certain way on the football field, sit back and look at the legends, like Montana, Dwight Clark, Freddie Solomon, all of these great players, how they would approach the game. And I remember when I first came into the league, and we used to have this luncheon, and Bill Walsh would walk into the room, and he would just suck the air out of the room. Everybody would just just jump. And I said, I want to be able to be just like that one day. So, I was able to, work for it, and it's just been a great career.
Gabie, have you had a chance to see Rise of the 49ers?
I have.
Isn't it incredible? And what from someone who, I don't know if you followed the 49ers of the 1980s, like when you're watching that, what stood out to you about that time?
I think it was something that actually Jerry said to me a long time ago. It's like the preparation that the 49ers put in and how they were able to go from not just an everyday but to game day, and how consistent that was, how everybody thought alike and partnered together. I mean, that just comes through in that story. And I think that that's what every fan watching at that time, I mean, you saw even Tom Brady say, I was a fan because. That's what continues to strike me about the 49ers, the rise of the 49ers, and how Jerry talks about it.
You played catch with Tom Brady,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, and I'm like a little kid.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all of this stuff is, starting to unfold. With Paul Bryan and what was going on with him and Bill Walsh. Eddie DeBartolo. With Bill Walsh stepping away from the game. Deciding to retire. Also retired players and all of that. It was just crazy. It was like a movie all over again. Yep. And the history, it was fantastic. And catching balls with Tom Brady, I'm thinking, okay, Tom is just going to, just throw me the ball. It's not going to be that much velocity on it and stuff like that. He was gunning the ball. And I'm like, oh, my God. He was like trying to break my fingers and stuff like that. And I said, I see why this guy won 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Jerry, when you're watching yourself in those early interviews after coming to the 49ers,
No, don't remind me of that. Because I think I said something about I want to be the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game.
That's not a bad projection.
And that was it, yeah.
But think about yourself. Can you take yourself back to those times and just how, look at you now and how far you've come.
I still have to pinch myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I never thought I would be the type of guy that could just be so open.
Yeah.
Because coming from a very small HBCU, Mississippi Valley State, I was very off to myself. And when I first came in the league, I was very quiet. I didn't say much. And then I started to grow and I started to blossom. And now it's just like I can just be myself and I feel comfortable in my skin and I can just cut loose and have a great time.
Was that a lot of work?
Yeah,
to overcome your shyness and your, and to be,
now
you are the life of the party.
No, I'm still shy. I'm still shy, but the thing is, I love my fans. I like giving back, and if I can inspire someone on a given day, I feel like I have done my job. So I'm having a great time, and my teammates, they look at me real strange now because they say, who is this guy? Someone that didn't say anything, now we can't shut him up.
Did you need to be that way to get the most out of yourself?
No, it was probably, I think it was just that I was taking baby steps. And maybe coming from the South, maybe that was the best approach for me. Because, I got a chance to actually work on myself, to make myself better, on the football field and off the football field. And I think I did okay.
Yeah, I think you did all right. Gabie, do you
I think
do you
he did
find that
okay.
interesting? Like how fascinating
Oh,
it is how he's, came in as a young, naive guy and just blossomed as a player and as a personality.
That's, again, why we partner with Jerry, right? The important part of being in a technology company is that you have to make your stories relevant. And there's nothing more relevant than not just equating to the fan, but also the journey that players go through. And that's why partnering with Jerry is so real. It's real for our customers, it's real for our potential customers, and it's real for the fans, and we want to be part of that storyline.
And I think with NetApp, the thing that really drew me is that they're making life better for everyone. And I can't think of anything more special than that.
That's great. Okay, well, one more football question for you. 49ers, they need wide receivers, don't they? What kind of wide receiver do they need for the 2026
We got to have a burner. We got to have someone that can take that layer off the top because, you become predictable and defensive coordinators, they get a feel for you. And they know that we only throw the ball over the middle or we're going to throw the ball to the outside. You got it to be able to throw it over the top. And back in the day, Bill Walsh said, hey, look, even if we don't make this connection, we're still going to throw it deep to let the opposing defense know that, hey, we're not afraid to go deep. And I think we need to start doing more of that.
All right. Jerry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gabie, Boko, very nice meeting you.
Very nice meeting you.
And best of luck. Enjoy your time here at Media Row.
Thank you. Thank you so much.